What a great show that would have made.
Hap and Leonard.
Yeah, Hap and
Hap
Leonard.
and Leonard.
Hap and Leonard.
Hap
No,
and Leonard?
I'm just now recording. I'm resident calling for you to Joel Saints. That's my buddy.
How can we be lovers?
That's my buddy Patrick McCray. We're here to review Hap and Leonard, season 2, episode 5, which I watched. And they go to. Alan's right. This is a very Scooby-Doo like episode.
It is. You have a great adventure for these guys. I mean, things are a bit more serious than Scooby-Doo.
With a harrowing ending that turns it into a genuine American tragedy.
Yes, absolutely. There's a real gear shift. You can hear it squeal as it grinds through.
But Lansdale has so much confidence, he just powers through and it
works. It works.
I do like the touch of comedy we get here too when they're getting the sun jumps. Shit detail, you two happen. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. and the almost sexual encounter that Leonard
with
has.
both of them almost.
Yeah, both of them almost.
Right. That's right.
Leonard with an enormous sort of biker type,
yeah,
Trejo looking guy.
With the tattoos they think mean something they don't.
And they don't. And then Hap with the aforementioned contortionist.
Yes.
This is Chekhov's contortionist. You know, you mentioned the contortionist in Act 1. You gotta avoid having sex with her in Act 3.
I looked up Bonnie. She is a contortionist first and an actress second. She really is that's her profession.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, if you're gonna have carnival.
Yeah, she's the real deal. I mean, she was a really fun character too. I mean, she is an actress, no doubt.
Has she been in special movies?
I got it. Well, no, but she definitely was not too old for the pole in 2016 or 2017 when she made this. She was still in her 30s.
Yeah,
but she was making to be older. You know, she was making older. And
she conveyed that sense of I was
a little world weariness. Yeah. Along with her incredible energy that she has.
And she just a spark plug. I mean, she's great.
This season has been about voodoo, kids going missing, and ghosts too.
I mean, this is the voodoo season.
Yeah,
this really is. Yeah.
This episode starts with a ghost, sort of when Hap and Leonard are kids, and I think it's Leonard's uncle or grandfather or something.
Uncle Jester.
Uncle Jester, appears as a ghost, and he's like, you got to finish it. And they come to the conclusion if this guy gets away here, he's gone. So they go.
3rd October of every year. That's when it happens, and this the day is upon them. So
really, really good episode. What's with this episode? What other than the reveal is shocking of who's doing this? Is this the most shocking thing to happen in the first 2 seasons, you think, or was season 1 more shocking for you guys?
I think this is a bigger build-up and a bigger twist than season 1. Season 1 is its own animal and is incredibly tense and so on. But this is different.
And then episode 6 has a different twist.
Yes,
but I would say it's even bigger and more shocking, and not shocking as in morally appalling, but in a wow, I didn't see that coming.
Surprising, yes,
and yet it's carried out with such slickness, and it's carried out so well. Now, my friend J-Lo spotted it immediately. She had never seen it, and she was watching it, and she said, "Oh,
it's him." Yeah.
You know, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna say it's not a spoiler, but
she
nailed it. She nailed it.
Yeah, it's Lansdale writes it like it's just like, oh, there it is, instead of like dun dun dun. You know, it's not like that. It's the way that it's lifelike. Let's put it.
Well, we got to save it because I'm about to start talking about Dennehy and I can't get into that.
Yeah, the preacher and the heavyset man that was living with the woman next door.
TJ
TJ is the ones who are doing it, That was really shocking, and the fact that you do get into his own idea of, well, I'm saving them. I'm saving their soul.
Yes. And you have to say one thing. TJ is absolved of all sin in this because TJ is developmentally disabled.
Yeah.
He's not intellectually up to speed with all the rest of the players here.
And the episode does something. This is sort of in the dry run of this we talked about. The episode does something really clever in that it starts out with a laugh, not at, but with TJ about assumptions based on developmental expectations and so on. And then it really then at the end it pile drives you with the comfort that you've gained about sort of being on the inside with him.
Yes.
That joke puts you on the inside, and
then they cut your heart out.
And then they cut your heart out with it. Yeah, I mean, he really Lansdale does, and that's such a.
You feel really badly for that situation.
Yeah. But it so metaphorically plays. Mm-hmm. It's the sort of thing that really, in the hands of any other writer, just if you look at their dialogue and so on, should have been ham-fisted as hell.
Yes, sure.
But
it's not.
Somehow Lansdale pulls it off.
He says, now, wait a minute. I've got to dialogue this like in any other scene is what he does. And that's exactly what happens. Except this guy's got a shotgun, and this guy's just choked out a kid in the backseat of the car.
Yeah.
You know? So, it's brilliant. We also learned that Mima is the child from the first episode.
Which was suspected.
Yeah. She's seen a lot of awful stuff.
That actress, well, again, this gets into episode 6.
Yeah.
So we'll stay away from that. But I mean, she just gets better and better. Absolutely.
Yeah, they do a really good job of tying this together in this entire episode. Who, the 3rd of October, who's doing the killing, who's all involved in the killing of the kids.
Yeah.
And it's 2 people you don't expect. And it's both heartbreaking of who it is. But I do agree with you. TJ is absolved from this because Hap and Leonard had him talked down from all of it, I think. Mm-hmm. Really great character interaction. I love one thing that's really underrated about this, I feel, other than the acting, is the fight choreography we've been getting from the first 2 seasons. Really great job.
Yeah, it's world class.
Yeah, really great job. Because again, it can't be easy to do, but great choreography.
You will appreciate the fight choreography in season 3 a lot. It's extremely there are some scenes where they just let Hap and Leonard kick ass.
Yeah.
I mean, they just let them loose.
Yeah.
And it's great because we can really see when they're fully prepared, when they're ready to go and they're pissed off and they're together.
Right.
Wow. It's great because we haven't really seen that.
So we've seen
the drop on 1 or 2 of them.
That's right. And a lot of actually we've seen Hap get kind of his bell rung a couple times.
Oh, constantly. He's the warp.
Leonard is the one who we know that can handle himself because of military training.
But Hap can too.
Yes. Yeah. We find out flashes of that up to now.
Yeah. I mean, Hap is the Worf of this series. Worf, you would demonstrate how tough someone else was by having them beat up Worf.
Yeah.
And whether Data or whoever. And that's been happening with Hap, and so Leonard can go and rescue him. But Hap's good in a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. And I like how the detectives get into Hap Collins and are looking for him as well. Mm-hmm. The detectives are looking at Hap and Leonard as suspects. They
look a little differently at Hap as time goes on, though, because of things that they see.
Yeah.
And even in this episode, they see some stuff.
Yeah, they see some shade. They raised a lot of eyebrows in this episode, definitely, which is really good. You want that character development for the cops, too, especially for the detectives.
Yeah, because although they get swayed a lot towards Hap and Leonard.
Yeah.
Initially, they're really trying to figure out what's going on. Those two guys. They're really trying to do that.
What's you guys' favorite scene in this episode?
Oh, it's that last scene. Favorites are hard.
Favorites.
It's an interesting word, but it's a loaded term, right? But it's the best. That whole thing in the field with the car and the shotgun and the cops
I would say we have to sort of split it. There's most enjoyable scenes are the two scenes in the respective trailers where they are encountering their prospective paramours.
Yes.
All right.
And both
great.
We have to stay on task here and not do this.
And they're great parallel buddy comedy scenes.
Yes.
Where really they should be together, but they're not, and yet spiritually they are.
Right.
So I like that. I'm looking dangerously like Wolf Blitzer right now. Anyway, I didn't notice this.
It's okay. At least you're not on top of a building in Baghdad or something.
That's right.
That's right.
So was it Brian Williams who was in the helicopter?
Yeah. Wink, wink. Say no more.
That guy. Tall Tale's a wonderful thing, but you can't get away with it on the news.
We live in the
Save
age.
it for late night.
That's right.
So, but then the last scene, and there is a line, and we don't have a policy about spoilers, but if you don't like spoilers, then what are you doing here? But here's a spoiler: you'll die alone. Anyway, so we all do. In one way or another, we all do,
Yes.
But what happened to his face, or where does his face go? It's that line that is not funny. It's just, and it's the sort of thing that honestly, any of us would at least be thinking on such a primal level, because we're just not used to seeing death and carnage and destruction like that. Right. That specific, and that is such a generality is the death of art, and that is such a specific.
It also, just a moment. It also illuminates his naivete.
Yes.
And makes it all the more tragic.
Yes, I don't remember if he says "Don't be dead anymore," but I almost feel like that line.
I think he's feeling it for sure, but I don't know
that line appears somewhere else in something I've seen. I think it was
because the way that TJ's been making angels with the
Yes.
Reverend is not like that.
No, it's
and
not.
He doesn't think that there's anything wrong with that. He thinks he's doing God's work because that's what he's been told.
Yeah.
So
but you know, and it still doesn't solve certain mysteries.
No.
Such as BB. And
Yes. Yeah, BB appears again,
boy.
we're going to explore BB more in the next episode.
Which is just
real driving force of the next episode.
Just
right.
like the 6th episode of the first season. It's just impossible to watch without just bursting into tears constantly.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Yeah. But at the end of this episode, we also get the denouement of Ivan, and and he goes back to his dad, and Meemaw dies of a broken heart, literally.
Yeah,
she dies right at the kitchen table when she's been told about what's happened to those two men.
Yeah,
that have been living with her for a long time, and she has this great monologue about. She saw the devil in him, not TJ, but the Reverend, ever since he was a little boy. And TJ, she can't even. So.
Yeah, it gets into the things you see in somebody, but you don't really want to acknowledge until it's too late.
Well, she says, I thought I could love him enough. I thought I could love it out of him, and that's what a mother wants to do in a situation like that. And Meemaw is, if not their real mom, their spiritual mom. So of all of these boys, she's known all of these people. She's known Hap and Leonard too since they were kids.
Mm-hmm.
So she is the spiritual mother of this community of lost boys.
Yeah, in every way too.
Mm-hmm.
The carnival was a lot of fun. Great job setting that thing
After
up.
being so ominous, it's also a lot of fun. It's just good Joe Lancey, Lucid Carney kind of situation.
Yeah. Could you imagine Barnabas at a carnival?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Why not? A guy that can grow fangs in his mouth.
Yeah.
He can disappear. A guy that
why not?
mesmerize you for a quarter.
A 1960s era carnival where some of David's school friends overheard him.
You don't have to go any further than photographs of him at the Devon Horse Show from 1969. When he's in this little tent, smoking a cigarette as Barnabas waiting for the kids to come in.
Yeah.
You gotta wonder, and I'm serious about this, if Barnabas eventually had a Burke Devlin style windbreaker or something like that that he put on, if he had to go into those situations and not draw excessive attention to himself.
After and a cane.
Yes, I mean after he's done 1840.
Yeah.
He's done 1897, where he's had to basically and the present.
Yes.
All three eras where he's had to go into drag.
Yes.
Essentially.
Yes.
And so he is used to the idea of wearing other garments to pass.
Right.
And I kind of, it's like, well, Burke's not going to do anything with this sport coat. He didn't bring
South America is warm.
He's got that turtleneck and sport coat ensemble that Anthony Curious George was so fond of.
Yes.
That Mitch Ryan would never have been caught dead in that thing.
No, probably.
No way.
No. Not in the bars he would frequent in those days.
Oh no. I think maybe in the bars Anthony George frequented, he was fine. Right. But Mitch is Mitch is not doing that.
No. That's right. Otavio would have definitely had a good time with that.
Sure. God bless him for it. Give what's his name from Police Woman.
Give Earl Holliman.
Give Earl Holliman a goose for give him a squeeze.
I like the cops line in this in the beginning. Is he allowed to drive? Is that legal?
It's like there's something wrong here.
Something ain't right. But my favorite whole sequence is, I know the ending is really great. It's really about the ending and really great reveal. But I really did enjoy the carnival aspect of this episode. Really great job by the production team putting that together.
There's nothing that you can't slot in as this is a great scene or this is a great section or whatever.
Is there anything you guys want to add before we go?
No. When are we doing number 6?
Tomorrow.
Let's do it.
Tomorrow in the PM?
Yep. 10:30.
10:30. Okay. Yeah, should be able to make it. I've got a special event tomorrow night, but I should be able to.
Do you want it to be 11?
No. If I do it, if the time gets crunchy, I'll just do it at the theater in my office.
Okay. Well, if you need 11, just message me.
Yeah. Sure.
You know what I mean. Yep. But I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Link to Patrick McCray's Dark Shadows Day Book and Bound is going to be in the description box. Link to Alan Gillan's YouTube channel, Colin Sport After Dark, is going to be in the description box. You guys have a safe night. Take care.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Peace out.